Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Brenda's Musings. So tonight I want to talk about our minds. Often we focus on our bodies and how they support us or don't support us, and how we want to change them or don't change them. We have a lot of body focus, particularly in North America. And our minds are sort of trying to get caught up to that, right? We hear a lot about mental awareness. And I teasingly say or jokingly say sometimes I've lost my mind, but I know for a fact that I haven't. I may have misplaced it. Just like I do my keys and my art supplies and a whole whack of other things. But generally that comes from just not being present in what it is that I'm doing at the moment in time. But sometimes you meet people who truly are losing chunks of time of their mind, right? Chunks of their time. And it is due to their mind faltering in some way, shape, or form. And some people go through this with dignity and grace and self-awareness. And other people go through this time with fear and trepidation and almost a combativeness. And there's not that there's one way that's right or wrong. You sort of have to go through what you have to go through. And you do the best that you can do in any moment of every day. But when you can go through something like that with dignity and grace and self-awareness, it's so much easier on you. I would think that because you recognize what's happening, even if you don't recognize it 2 minutes from now. And I think it's easier perhaps for people to come to terms with it. Now, I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it doesn't matter which path you take. At the end of the day, if dementia in some way, shape, or form, or Alzheimer's takes your mind, then maybe it doesn't matter what path you take. At the end, it's the same result. It's certainly easier, I guess, on the people who are around you, the ones who are helping to support you, the ones who are grieving the losses that you may recognize are happening, but are not experiencing in the same sort of a way. I think a lot of the times for me, when I say I've lost my mind, I'm just not being present. I can't find my keys. I've spent countless hours. If I add them all up, I can't even imagine how many hours it would be looking for keys. Because you come home and you put them down and you're not sort of noticing where you're putting them. Or, even when you have those special spots that you always put your keys in, there's going to be those 1 or 2 times, a month or every couple of months where you come in and your arms are full or whatever, and you put your keys somewhere where they're not supposed to be, and then you can't find them because they're not where they're supposed to be. And times like that drive me out of my mind. I basically lose my shit at myself. That's one of the few times when I really hold myself to task, put myself hold myself up to a mirror and just rant and roar at myself. Because it's a waste of time. And time is the one thing we don't have a lot of, right? I mean, whether you're 40 or 90, there's just not enough time. I mean, a 90-year-old, yes, will have lived longer, but it doesn't mean that they don't value the time that they have in front of them. And they know at 90 how much little time they have. It's not right, but you know what I mean. Whereas a 40-year-old might still be living in the moment, not even really focused on their future. And again, both are great ways to live. And your mind can be your greatest champion or your greatest adversary. And, at the end of the day, I just hope that each one of us finds some sort of peace with our minds and recognizes what a great gift they have been to us throughout our entire lives. And that when they're tired and don't work anymore for whatever reason, that we just send them love and gratitude. We send our minds, love and gratitude. And, so much thanks that for all the years that our mind has served us. And if there are things that come along that can help us, preserve parts of it, then yay. And if there's not, then there's not. This isn't where I thought this was going to go, but that's my musing for the day. Have a great one, everyone.